Stan Van Gundy said after Game 1 that he has no idea how to stop LeBron James, but what his team found out is they may be able to win games without stopping LeBron James. Hey, how are you, folks? Jason Horowitz, glad to be with you here on CBSSports.com with a preview of Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals, Orlando and Cleveland. Let's bring in our NBA columnist Ken Berger on the phone. And Ken, one of the best games you'll ever see of an individual performance in a playoff game, that came from LeBron, but it came in a losing effort. So it almost goes back to the thought that we've always thought that he actually can't, despite what we think that maybe he can't do it by himself.
No, he definitely can, and I mean that's been his whole thing, his whole career is that he's been a team player and wanted to get his teammates involved. But in this game, there was nobody to get involved. I mean, 5 points out of the bench for Cleveland. They can't win that way, and LeBron ends up cramping up and with blood going down his leg at the end of the game, scoring 49, taking 30 shots. Some people thought he should have taken 31. But I know people in Cleveland are probably ready to jump off the tops of buildings at this point, but there's nothing to be nervous about. This is the playoffs. I think this is good that Cleveland kind of got hit on the jaw in Game 1, and I think it'll wake them up a little bit.
Ken, what do you attest to the fact that they got off to such a great start, and then the Magic came back in that second half?
Well, I think it goes to, first of all, Cleveland had not played, and we talked about this in the preview a few days ago, and you were dead on. Cleveland had not played in 8 or 9 days, and you can practice as much as you want and do as much conditioning as you want, but you cannot replicate a game situation, or especially a playoff game. So I think they came out with so much emotion and so much energy. You saw how LeBron was, with the dunks and the blocks and getting into it with the crowd. I think they just ran out of gas, and I think that's just to be predicted. When you've had such a long layoff.
Another thing that happened in the second half, though, Ken, is that we saw the importance, and we've talked about it at all playoffs, the importance of Rashard Lewis. The first half, he was trying to take it inside, didn't really accomplish anything. Second half, outside, all of a sudden, Magic come back. They end up winning the game on his game-winning shot.
Yeah, I really think, and I've thought this about the Magic. I've seen them a lot this year. They've frustrated me at times. They're hard to watch at times, but I've always thought that Rashard Lewis is the key to them. I think you can pretty much count on Turkoglu to be that ball-handling sort of power point guard that who makes good decisions, and sometimes it'll work out that he'll score a lot of points, and sometimes it won't. But to me, the key for them is Rashard Lewis. Even if he attacks the basket and doesn't score a single point or get to the line, I'm okay with that. I think he needs to attack, because if you notice, that's what sort of opened up a little bit of space on that winning three-pointer with Varejao on him. He took a little jab step, Varejao flinched, and he had enough space to get the shot off. So if he's attacking the basket and doing what he does naturally, which is shooting threes, they are a much better team.
And, of course, when they start hitting threes, it opens up the lane for Dwight Howard, who finished with 30 and 13. Ken, one last thing here. Cleveland's not going to win this series if Mo Williams and Delonte West struggle like they did in Game 1. Are you expecting them to have much better performances in Game 2?
Yeah, I would. I mean, again, maybe that was a little bit of the rust factor with the long layoff. They both got good looks. They got enough shots. They will, if they get 16 three-point attempts again in Game 2, they're going to make more than 5 of them. So I think, again, I don't think it's panic time for Cleveland. I think, I used to live in Cleveland. I know how the fans are there. They just thought that, well, we were 8-0 in the first 2 rounds. We're just going to, we're halfway to Moses Malone's faux. And, that's not how it works. Orlando is a very good team, and this is a wake-up call for Cleveland they probably needed.
Yeah, and Orlando maybe something psychological as well here, because they've now won 9 of the last 12 against Cleveland, including 3 of 4 this year. Ken Berger, thank you very much, sir. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, Jason.
All right, folks, for more on Game 2 or Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals, be sure to stay with CBSSports.com. For Ken Berger, I'm Jason Horowitz. Take care, folks.